What's up YouTube, Doomnyc here to give you another deck profile. I'm gonna show you guys a Machina gadget deck. I think the deck is really good. It does really well at, all the local tournaments and stuff like that. And people are still using it a lot, so I figured I might as well show you guys. Alright, let's get started. First off, we got the big boss man of the deck, the 3 Machina Fortress. Basically, this guy comes on the field, like, by dumping, like, cards from your hand to the grave, or if he's in your hand, he special summons. If he's from the grave, he special summons. Like, he's really broken, and then he gets effects when he gets destroyed by, like, monster effects or by battle. The only thing he doesn't get any effects for is if he's destroyed by spell or traps, but hopefully, you can work around that. We got the 3 Machina gear frame, aka the Stratos of the deck. For now it's still at 3, so you gotta run 3 of these, and yeah, he searches out the Machina, so you gotta do that. We got the 2 Peacekeepers. Some people only run 1, but I like 2. I think that 2 is really good, and also I think that his effect is like even more broken than some people realize. Like, he's a union monster, and when he gets destroyed, like, he gets to bring a Machina to your hand, so he's a plus. But like check this out. If you've got like Fortress on the field, and then you summon him, and then you equip him to Fortress, and then they play like like Dust Tornado or MST, and they destroy this, like, you still get the effect. You still get to bring a Machina from your hand even when he's in the spell and trap zone. So I think that's really broken, but that's a really good effect. 2 Machina Force. You almost hate to draw this card unless you have like a Fortress in the graveyard. Then this card is like so good to draw, because then you can just ditch it and bring the big boss beater back from the graveyard to the field. So that's really good. Then you got the gadgets. You got the two green to bring the 2 red, and then to bring the 2 yellow. So that's the gadgets. Then we got 2 Cyber Dragon. You gotta run this. Like, you're thinking machine monsters are not gonna be complete without it, and you might as well take advantage. Cyber Dragon being at 2, so that's like a free, like, special summon level 5 right there. And then 2 Scrap Recyclers. I love this card. I think this card is way too broken. It's so good. Like, you summon this, or you special summon it, or however you bring it on the field, and then boom, you can take 2 Earth type machine monsters from your grave, bring them back to your deck, and then draw a card. So that's a draw engine right there. His other ability is you can take 1 machine type monster from your deck and dump it to the grave. So if you want to take that Fortress and put it in the graveyard really fast, like, this guy gets it in the grave really quick. So that's why this card is so broken, because he has 2 great abilities. Then you got, let's go into the spells. I think this is like a staple in like any type of gadget build, the 3 Smashing Grounds. I think this is what makes like gadgets playable again. And especially, you gotta love, I switched in the gold one. I gotta get 2 more because this looks so much better. Yeah, just 1-for-1 monster destruction, so you don't have to worry about Starlight Road like everywhere. The 2 Solidarities, I'm not running 3, because if you have like 2 at once, then it's like it doesn't make sense. But this is great because, like, the gadgets all +1 themselves, and then they all become beaters. Like, even the yellow gadget gets the 800, so he turns into a 2000 beater, and then the rest of them are like 21 and 22, so they all become like really big beaters. That's why this card's so good, and I'm only running machines, so that's why it works. 1 pot, you got a lot of stuff to recycle. The Machina Forces, the Scrap Recyclers, and your gadgets. So yeah, you definitely gotta use that. 1 limiter removal. I like this. Some people aren't playing it in the deck, and I don't I don't understand why. Like, this card is so good. Like, you're pushing for game, right? And you got like that Machina Fortress on the field. You play this, so it's like, even if they have gores, you're gonna hit them for a chunk of 5,000, and most times that's gonna be enough to for game. So that's why I'm playing that. Then the staples: Brain Control, Got the gold, my body, the gold MST. I finally switched that in, guys. The MST and the Trunade. Alright? And now for the traps, we got one Dust Tornado, just because gadget decks need like as much protection as possible from like back row and stuff. So Dust Tornado. I might put in a second one, I'm not sure. One Call, because it could bring back the Machina Fortress. It could bring back the gadgets, and they get their ability when they come back with this, so that's really good. The two Bottomless, one Starlight Road, possibly I might put another one in, I'm not sure. One Solemn, Mirror, and Torrential. Okay, so that was the main deck. Let's go into the side deck. We got Sirocco, the two Jujus, the two Consecrateds, tech for the side, Machina Sniper in case you're playing an aggro deck and you want to like stop them from attacking. Like, that's a good card. The one Trago, I'm not gonna main deck this card only because I think that Trago is, well, it's not a machine, so it messes up with Solidarity, but if I want this card in the deck, then I'll take out the two Solidarities and like another monster. I'll put this in, and maybe like the two Deep Prison, something like that. We got the one Plague. I don't mind having this with Solidarity because basically like when you summon it or whatever, then you'll just use it, you'll sink, it'll go to the grave, you'll ditch a card back to the top of your deck, bring it back again, and sink again, and then it gets removed from play. So you don't got to worry about this with your Solidarity. Got the two Shadow Imprisonings, the two D-Prison. You got to run this in this format. Like, this is like the best trap besides Mirror Votes. And the Forbidden card, Dark Bribe. I'm signing this in. I know a lot of people hate it because it's a +1 for your opponent, but it's so good because it negates everything. Like, Trap Stun will negate like traps. Solemn negates everything, but you can only have one. And like Dark Bribe will negate like all the traps and all the spells. So, you know, traps and spells are what gonna kill your Machina Fortress without him getting his effect. So the Dark Bribe might like save your butt in some situations. That's why I'm citing that in. Alright, let's go on to the extra deck. We got one Armory Arm, Catastor, Android, Goyo Guardian, Bryonic, Black Rose, Armor Master, Colossal, Red Dragon. We got 3 Stardust, Mistworm, and of course 2 Chimera Tech. You gotta run Chimera Tech in any deck that you're running, like 2 Cyber Dragons, like you have to. Alright, that was the Machina deck. I just want to show you guys something really quick, something that I learned like recently. So I just want to show you, like, let's just say like your opponent, like he summons a Stardust Dragon, and like you're able to like sync up for like Colossal Fighter or whatever. Like, this is like so cheesy, but it's like so good. And then like, let's just say you're able, like with this deck you can do it with the Plague and the Peacekeeper. You get to sync for like an Armory Arm, let's just say, like the following turn or whatever, right? You use his effect, and instead of like gaining the 1,000 on your Colossal, like put it on their Stardust. So it's like they have like, you know, the 1,000 added to the Stardust. So then what you're gonna do, right, is you're gonna attack with Colossal, and you're gonna get destroyed. So when he gets destroyed, right, you're gonna take like, I don't know, 700-800 points damage. I think it's 7. But Armory Arm's effect is only for your opponent. So even if you like, you know, attach it to your opponent's monster, they still take all the damage from the monster that got destroyed. So the Colossal that gets destroyed, that 2800 attack gets minus from your opponent, and then the next turn he comes back again, and then you can attack again, and you can do it 3 times in a row, and that's game over. This is a really cheap and broken effect that Armory Arm has, and I expect to see this a lot during Nationals play, so I just want you guys to watch out for that. So alright guys, until next time YouTube, peace.